Let me hear you scream. It's the Worldwide DJ Coalition.
Wow. We made it, people. We have made it. We are in our new, spanking new home in the APS studios. And it feels good.
Looks good.
You know what I mean? It looked good. It smells good too. You know when something's new and you can smell it, it goes right up your nostril like, that's how new this is, you know.
Fresh.
We have moved home, man. BDSIR Network, the best damn show in Wargwarn Radio. Reeboks the Spot R920. Sponsored by not the energy drink. We don't Rockstar. We don't deal with that anymore, man. It's bad for you. Onni D, co-host. Let us know who we are sponsored by now.
We are sponsored by Man Like Green Goblin. So we have Green Goblin in the house today.
Big up the man called Green Goblin.
Boop, 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 boop.
You know what I mean? When you first mentioned the drink, I thought you meant my man from Spider-Man who causes trouble and blows up things.
Nah, this is some kind of different Green Goblin. This is still a hero, but in a bottle.
Oh, I was not a villain. Him turned good now. him come with the good drink.
Yes, yeah, this is a good villain. This one is.
Right, well, you know what? I'm not that guy. I don't drink. The drink will mash me up personally, you know. But enough of all that, man. We have a special guest in the building, man. I'm really excited to introduce this one. You know what I mean? And you know, she doesn't know it, but we go back a good few years. You know what I mean? And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about her latest project called The B-Side. We're going to talk about her adventures around the world. All that good stuff, man. You know what I mean? Hey, people, especially if you're Wu-Tang head, stand on your feet, show your respect right now, man. You know what I mean? The lady called SIC'NIS. Welcome to the RePPiN4U Hip Hop Show, man. What's going on?
Oh my God, thank you so much. What an introduction. I feel special. I feel real special.
Nah, we're the ones that feeling special right now.
We're feeling special. We are in the play with a woman like SIC'NIS.
You know what I
SIC'NIS.
mean?
The name says it all. SIC'NIS.
You know what I mean?
Guys, I'm gonna float off out of the room in a second. My head's just getting big. My head's filling up. The gas.
Nah, in a way, no. On the real though, you deserve it though, man. Because boy, as I say, we go back a good few years, but you don't know it because I saw you live.
Where?
This was Birmingham. It was a good few years back. I can't remember if it was 2018 or 2017. It was one of them years anyway. And truth be told, I don't really want to talk about that yet. I want to talk about that later on.
Okay, all right.
And
We'll come back to that one.
Yeah. It's just one of them things, man.
Okay.
But how you feeling though, man? You're out here.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good within myself. I'm feeling good, but obviously, you know, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman and that.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Just.
I know.
You know, and everything that's going on in the world, it just it kind of messes with your mojo, you know, like your aura and that. You know, certain times you got to shrug it off, but yeah, it's a lot, man. The COVID's happened, there's been the lockdown, stuff's just relentless right now,
Yeah, there's been the Black Lives Matter thing going on, and then you know,
it's like we're in a constant state of PTSD, like constantly, you don't even get a chance to even
because we had that earlier this week. We had that earlier this week,
Jacob Blake.
Yeah. I mean, he broke up a fight or whatever, and them try and kill him anyway. Find himself in a wheelchair, paralyzed from the waist down. Meanwhile, you didn't hear the story? Black dude named Jacob Blake. I think he tried to break up a fight or something. Nah, that's
in
America.
America.
Right, and they tried to kill him. Why? Okay. Well, anyway, right, and then meanwhile, you got next dudes walking around with gun, going past police, and nothing's happening to them.
Yeah.
And get bought burgers and stuff.
Getting burgers and all sauce, you know, with the full trimmings, you know, tomatoes,
and jumping into the police car and driving off in it, and all sorts of things. How they're managing to do that? They're laughing, playing with them, and jumping into the car and driving off with the police car.
Ring around the roses and all sorts, you know what I mean? Playing tick and all them things.
Running circles around the police, and you know, while they're holding guns and things like that.
What is this?
It's a lot. It is. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's
too much.
Yeah.
And then I wake up this morning, Chadwick Boseman. That hurt. For me, that's up there with Sean Price, Jay Dilla, ODB.
That's right.
It's up there with them.
Ooh.
Five Dog, it's up there with them. Like, I woke up to it this morning.
I cried, yeah. Like,
and I was like...
It's like all the good role models that are, you know, inspirational to the world, really.
Yeah,
are going slowly.
I think, well, I know for myself, that's why I'm a great believer and fan of giving people their flowers, like, while they're here.
Yes.
While they can
Yes,
smell
definitely.
them. You know, you've got to do that. I mean, I've said this, but someone else's dopeness doesn't detract from my dopeness. So I have no problem telling somebody that they're dope or that's dope, or, you know, keep on doing what you're doing. Like, come on, we need more of that in the world. It's
definitely.
Yeah.
It's enough to bear as it is already.
That's right. And
Do you
one
know what I
thing's
mean?
coming in every single day, isn't it?
So, yeah.
Things to hurt us all the time.
Sorry to go in so deep at the beginning, but yeah.
No, we love that.
No, man,
we
do it,
love
man.
that. Do it, yes, please.
Do it.
That's how
Say
I'm
that.
feeling.
Talk the things. Because, you know, we're uncut, unedited up in here. You know what I mean? There's no boundaries to what we can say up in here. You know what I mean? But let's go back to you, man, and the reason why you're here and all of that, man. Right. So my question to you is, when was you diagnosed with sickness?
I'd love to know where that name comes from, because that name sounds like sick.
God.
Like, she is sick.
Oh my God.
Sickness.
Yeah, man.
You know, not when I started, but when I started to let people hear that I could spit and stuff. Guys, especially guys, men, dudes, they would always say to me, you're sick. You're sick. And because I'm a great believer in words having, you know, a great deal of power, I wanted to turn around the meaning. So I turned it into an acronym. So it's spelled SIC'NIS.
Right.
And it stands for Succeeding in Possible Circumstances Needs Intellectual Strength. And, you know, like, that's just like kind of been my mantra, like, to get through this madness that we were just talking about called life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to have something good that you believe in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I'm
whatever
loving
you
that
wanna-
name.
Whatever name you want to call God by, I choose God.
I'm loving that name.
Brilliant.
Because it has a meaning to it. So when you think about your name, it's just more than just a name. Sickness. It's got a meaning to it. That's memorable
Thanks so much. Thank
for
you.
the future.
Thank you.
That's what I thought.
Appreciate
You know, that's what I thought. It's just the name itself was good, but when you break it down, it's like, rah.
Yeah, I had to switch it because it's like, you know, you're getting older in this thing. You do like come on now.
No, we're getting younger.
Wow.
We're getting younger in here.
Younger.
Benjamin
We're all
Button.
getting younger in here.
Maybe some of that potion that Benjamin Buttons has been drinking.
Yeah, I think it's some of that. So I think it's some of the Green Goblin. I think we need to start.
Definitely.
Yeah, I
Have
think
you
it's
not
some of the
seen
Green
the glitter in
Goblin.
the Green Goblin,
I know. Have you
guys?
seen the glitter in that?
I'm seeing it now.
It's a special potion.
That's the pixie. That's the fairy dust.
That's a
the
fairy dust.
Yeah. fairy
We start
dust.
getting younger as soon as we have a drink.
Yeah, sip that Green
Is
Goblin.
that so?
Yeah, let's all have one later.
Yeah,
a little bit
definitely.
later.
I'm almost jealous, man, because I can't touch anything alcoholic, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, you don't drink?
No, I don't drink.
That's good.
What year in now?
Healthy,
2020. 7 years clean. But
Brilliant.
That is brilliant.
It's
thank
amazing.
you. Yeah, man. You don't clap about me.
Do you know what? I might do something with the Green Goblin and do a special for you. See if you can like
non-alcoholic
mix a
one.
non-alcoholic one
That'd
for
be
you.
nice.
Please.
A special one for you, just for you.
Please. Yeah, man. Then do that, man. Because anything alcoholic, smashing me up, man. So, yeah, man.
Okay, so not on our watch.
Unfortunately. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
Quick thing before we keep moving, I want to give a shout out to Rodney P because I saw him live with Black Twang and Ty, God rest his soul. I think it was last year.
At the Kingdom tour.
Yeah, the Kingdom
tour. Sick.
Yeah. It was vicious, man. I was there. He tried to get me to drink the drinks. You know what I mean?
Oh, when he come off the stage.
Yeah, and I was like,
I drunk that drink, star.
I
drunk that drink, bitch. Rodney.
You drunk the drinks.
I drunk that drink, star.
They say, top me up again, come again.
I tried to go it now.
Rodney P tried to get me to drink the drinks. I was like, oh man, I don't drink. What? You don't drink the drinks? I felt like I was disrespecting him. You know what I mean? But like, it's actually true. And then like, my people's actually come and save me. You know what I mean? It says, nah, it's
Give it to what he said.
He's driving. And he's like, all right, cool. So big ups to Rodney P, man. Anyhow, so your name SIC'NIS. You're doing your thing. As far as I know, your work began, like, say, 2011? Am I right in saying that you started making like projects from that time, or does it go further than that?
It goes further back than that, but to be fair, my first project dropped in 2010. The prequel EP dropped in 2010. Yeah.
Nice. So you went from there, right? You kept going, and then there was one particular track that you brought out. And the thing called Love Me With My Clothes On, right? My question to you is, you know what I mean?
I want to know about this one. Love me fully dressed.
Right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Okay, it's a two-part question. The first question was the concept behind it, why you brought out that track. And the second, right, do you think, like, I mean, I thought female MCs, I thought it was going in the right direction until WAP came out. So, you know, where do you stand on all of that, man? It's a two-part question.
Can you talk about that? We can talk about anything on here, so if it's something that's a bit...
No.
About Love Me Fully Dressed.
Because I know my female MCs with their clothes on, right?
So, Love Me With My Clothes On, when I released that in 2015, I believe that was, it was kind of like born out of frustration at, like, more so the industry, because, you know, the industry doesn't want to promote females who present themselves in a certain way. They make it very, very difficult for females that want to push outside of that box. Like, it's not what's promoted, it's not what's requested, it's not what's going to bring in the money as far as people in the industry are concerned. So when I came out with Love Me With My Clothes On, I was frustrated at the industry. I was frustrated at the fact that even though people tell me, oh, you know, you're sick. You're sick, you're dope, you're this and that.
Yeah.
Unless I agreed to present myself in a certain manner, then I wasn't deemed to be good enough for certain opportunities or certain... you know, to be in certain rooms or to have certain conversations. So that's what it was. And it was like turning it back on the world. Like, okay, take me as I am. Like, take me exactly as I am. Because if you can't take me as I am like this, you don't deserve to know or to get any deeper.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you understand? Like, not everybody's worth being let in. You can't let everybody in. Do you know what I mean? Some people don't know themselves, and those people that don't know themselves are likely to hurt you in their quest for finding themselves. Like, we don't have time for that anymore. Do you know what I mean? So it was like, take me as I am, because, you know, I've got a lot to offer, but I'm not about to prove it to you. Like, if you can't see a diamond, then that's on you.
That's right.
A diamond doesn't have to prove to you that it's a diamond. It's a diamond said way, whether you realised it in the dirt or not. And that's kind of what it was about. And then secondly, how do I feel about WAP?
Yeah, man, because it's true. We're trying, you know, it's in this era where female MCs have really stepped up their game and everything, right? And you know, especially in the wake of Jermaine Dupri talking what he said, they're all rapping the same, beat strippers and this that. And I know full well, I know female MCs who don't talk them things. Hold on a second. I think we've just got a surprise special guest in the building.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sugar.
Yes, we do,
What?
man. The lady called Taya.
Oh, wow.
Good friend of the program. Welcome to the RePPiN4U Hip Hop Show, man. What's going on?
Hi, Taya.
What's up?
Hey, Taya.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
How's everybody doing?
We are good, you know. We are good, you know what I mean? We got SIC'NIS in the building right now. You know what I mean?
That's such a great honor because this girl got so much talent. Like this is that's one of the few, that's one of a kind. And I'm just really do I need to say anymore? Like when she starts rapping, her whole aura, like when she, presence on stage, everything, there's something phenomenal about her. Like she's, I spoke to her right before she went to the show, and I was like, you're just a brilliant, lovely, talented, beautiful inside outside woman that comes once in a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of artist that we just get to see. So like it doesn't happen that often that you have the whole package all together, and I truly feel like she has it all. Yeah, and I'm very I was introduced to her by Sugar Cane. He actually linked me up with her. So having her in the studio is like in the booth or on stage. It's like if you get the chance to share the stage with her, or you get the chance to record some with her, you that's a blessing. And I don't say that very often. I really don't say that very often because I'm very picky. I'm very, very picky when it comes down, especially when it comes down to female MCs. So, and I have to like you. You know how I am, Michael. So if I don't like you, I'm not working with you. Nobody's gonna make me want to work with somebody I don't like. I don't care what your name is. I don't care where you from, what you're doing.
Thanks.
I gotta like you. I really gotta feel you. But this girl's like,
wow.
Sick. She's sick. She is sick.
That to me is like, see, I don't say, I'm very picky. You know what I'm saying? I'm very picky. And I know a lot of female MCs, but she's driven. She has so much charisma when she jumps on stage. She's so
True indeed.
She's like, you know how we sometimes talk about artists, like you hear other artists talk about she walks in the room, she'll just like lit up the whole room.
Oh man.
That's SIC'NIS. That's her.
Ted, you realize she's close to tears right now. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying like listen. I'm like if I didn't like her, if I wasn't feeling her, I'd be like, yeah, she can spit, but that's about it. But we're not speaking on, I'm speaking on a spiritual level as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm speaking on a spiritual level as well. Like I feel like as an artist, you have to have like the whole package. You have to be in sync with yourself. You have to be. She's very like when I just got the chance to talk to her, because Sugar Cane is an artist that we both know from Amsterdam.
Okay.
AKA Red Light Boogie. And I go back with him to 1994. So I've known him since 1994. And he was like, yo, I want to introduce you to somebody. I just spoke to him like last year sometime. He was like, I want to introduce you to somebody. She's from the UK. Her name is SIC'NIS. Have you ever heard of her? And so he actually introduced me to her. And so the first time that we spoke, it was like we just hit it off. Like, we just started talking. She started. So it's like, and it's hard, and it's very hard for females. You know what I'm saying? We have and I was talking to her about that the other day. It's very hard for us to be taken seriously in this man. It's honestly, and you don't need to ask me the question, because that's like I'm gonna tell you this up front, like Mike. It's like, yo, this is a male male-dominated world. I don't need to say no more. Like, everybody knows this. Every female in this industry knows this. All right. We have to put ourselves twice as hard to be taken seriously. We have to always say, no, I did not sleep with him to get on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the rest of them. Now, SIC'NIS, she is like, when I hear her spit, it comes from her gut. You feel me?
Yeah.
When I hear her talk, it comes from her gut. She don't beat around the bushes. She just tells it like.
Yeah.
And then she has this charm about her. And she's so sincere about what she says. And she's one of those few. She don't need to say no more. Like, she don't need to talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we on the phone, I'm like, say no more. Like, I got you. I know exactly what you're talking about. So it's like, that's the type of artist that, you know, I like. She don't talk about it, she be about it. You feel me? So that's what's and it was like, all right, because Sugar Cane was like, he knows I'm very like skeptic when it comes to, like, don't bring no bullshit to the table. And he's the same way. And when he spoke about her so highly, and I was like, because he's very picky about his MCs that he likes as well. So he was like, you got to check her out. You got to check her out. Of course, I heard something.
Big ups to Sugar Cane, man.
Red Light Boogie.
Shout out to him.
Right.
I lied through the grapevine about her. I heard a lot of people talk about her, like, you gotta check. So, but when he told me, I was like, well, if he tells me, then, like I said, I think she's just, I don't even feel like, I even have to, like, address it, because it's just a given. She's amazing, and I spoke to her, before she went to the show, and I was like, that's the type of artist that people talk about,
wow.
She'll just lit the room.
That is the truth. That is.
She has that charisma to her, that aura, and she's so.
Taya.
You got it now. That is the truth. That is the truth. You know why?
SIC'NIS, I could get on the show and say, yeah, she alright, she dope, she cool. But I mean, if I say that, then I feel like I'm cutting you short, because you are beyond that. You feel me? And people, like some people like me, and never heard about you, and then once they hear about you, they're like,
that's the crazy thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're missing out right now. Like, this girl has some serious talent. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Women like her, artists like her, need to be heard. You know what I'm saying? And this is a male-dominated industry. And I'm speaking out of own experience. I've been in this industry since 92, 93. You know what I'm saying? And I had to sing twice as rough, twice as hard. I had to, like, go that extra mile. Would not sleep with him. No, I'm not going to sleep with this person to get on.
Come on now.
Talk it. Shit ain't going to happen. This is my friends, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, like, we had to, like, and she come from that same era, like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of female MCs out there and artists out there that give us a bad name because they do that. You know what I'm saying?
Word, that's what I mean. Just before you called in, Taya, we was actually on that subject. You know what I mean? And how female MCs have to, you know what I mean? They basically have to swim in dirt to get where they at. And
That's
then you
right.
got, and then you got two women come out with WAP. You know what I mean? And this is not helping the situation.
No, well, and see, I was asked by people, do you sleep with this person? Do you sleep with that person? It's like, you know what? RZA always told me, I don't need to sleep with nobody. I have too much talent to sleep with somebody.
Word.
Yeah,
We're
that's
not going
right.
to do that.
Right.
Right.
We're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to do that. And see, those.
And let's be real, if
it just happens. It just happens. People have no idea how bad it happens in the modeling industry. It happens in the music industry.
Yeah.
And the fashion industry, and it's just always to that point that we always got to keep our mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? We always got to keep our mouth shut. It's like, meaning, like, everybody knows that stuff will be going on. You know what I'm saying? But it's never being really.
But yeah, it comes out like years later.
let me tell you, it actually got to a point to where if I would go to this meeting or that meeting, I was just always like, can we just do it over the phone? Can we just like, or something like that? Or I would just show up at the meeting. I would have to bring someone with me. You feel me? Because I was like, I don't know if this cat is going to try and try this, that, and the third. That makes a female feel very uncomfortable. Makes a female feel very, very uncomfortable because we don't want, we don't want to be approached like that. We want to be seen for who we truly are.
That's right.
Like seriously, we want them to acknowledge that we have that talent. We want them to acknowledge that we have more talent than just that. You know what I'm saying? We want to be treated equally, and it just doesn't happen like that. Yeah. So, and there's a lot of females out there that give us a bad name, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm very blessed and I'm very honored to work with SIC'NIS. She is a very from the minute she's very spiritual, and what I love about her, she's sincere.
Yo, SIC'NIS. That's kind words coming from the lady called there. And the thing was, right, the thing about it was, you mentioned it earlier, you know what I mean, like to big up peoples, especially while they're still here. You know what I mean? Have you got any words to say to Taya while she's still here right now?
Taya, I'm just blushing. I thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I love you. I'm so grateful that I think what happened, I've put up a freestyle on Instagram, and Sugarcane, Red Like Boogie, he just connected us like that, and then from we spoke, we're like sisters. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's rare, especially in the industry, to not feel that there's some competition there. She's absolutely amazing at Taya Van Sayan is absolutely amazing in her own right. Do you understand what I'm saying? So thank you. That's
marvelous.
All I can say.
That's brilliant.
Big up yourself, Taya, man. Thanks for calling in, man. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right.
Yo,
Bye,
be good, man. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
My God, I kind of got lost for words. I kind of got stuck for words a bit because, I don't think I'm very good at taking compliments.
That is a very good compliment. It tells us all that you are here for your talent and your talent only, and who you are as a person.
And that means a lot to me, because, let's face it, if I was doing anything, underhand, I'm pretty sure I'd be a lot further than where I am now, because I rate my good and that, but so to be recognised for the fact that I stand by what my word is my bond. What I say, that's what it is.
But don't you find though as well, SIC'NIS, the artists that do actually do that aren't here now? They're only there for a short period of time. Artists like yourself that crawl up slowly. Yeah. You tend to crawl up slowly and do very well and stay here in years to come.
Right.
Those artists that get that quick up there really fast by doing what they do. They're not here now. They're not on top now.
I don't know. I mean, I tried to, for the most part, because it's a hard industry, especially as a female, and especially because my content is the type of content that I'm talking about. I feel like I just focus on my own path and my own goals, and as much as people are achieving around me, and I'm grateful and I'm happy for them, I focus on my path and what I want to achieve, because everybody's definition of success is completely subjective. Like my definition of success may be completely different to yours. It might be completely different to a 22-year-old, and it might be completely different to someone who's on the verge of retirement. Do you understand what I mean?
So SIC'NIS, I want to go back a little bit. When did you actually discover you had this great talent and this personality? What age was you when you discovered that you was talented? Did you come out your mum singing?
Yeah,
Did you come out your mum rapping?
Yeah,
did you say she came out and she just started spitting?
I'm pretty sure I came out my mum's womb, gaga, goo gooey, with some harmonies and some melodies and tick now. Honestly, I've written for as long as I can remember. I've always loved music.
And SIC'NIS, what was the first thing you wrote? What was the very first thing you can remember writing? Was it like a little freestyle and you was like, do you know what, I'm hot at this?
I used to write anyway. I was always writing poems and poems and short stories and stuff. And then I ventured into songs. I thought I could sing like Mariah Carey, but anyway, won't talk about that one.
Oh no, so you can't.
You can't say that and not drop some for us now. You got to drop some Mariah Carey now.
So can't lick the notes.
We won't talk about that one. Yeah. So then my I just I say it in a joking way, but really I just meant Mariah's. She's very intricate in the way she wrote and stuff, and she was very intricate. I admired like people like Scarface, like.
Yeah.
I suppose we'll get onto that later. But yeah, so people, pen game, it means a lot, like what they can do with it, how creative they are with that. So I always thought I could sing or wrote songs as though I was going to sing. But then one day, as legend would have it, I discovered hip hop and the rest is kind of history. Can I remember my first freestyle? Whoa. Yes, I can. You looking at me like you want me to spit it?
Oh, please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
That's what we came to see.
Yeah, yes, please.
Hella old and corny start.
Yeah, drop it. Drop that.
Oh my God. My first freestyle went, oh shit, I mean this, I've been feeling for this like a catfish. Yeah, do you hear? Are you feeling this? Mic sounds nice, for real it sounds crisp, and it's all real and I'm pretexting. Write my own rhymes and I don't lip sync, and I'm rags raw straight, kicking down doors, give me 40 more bows and multiple brips, and I stayed the same chick from B28 class to 8. Something so.
You heard it here first, very first freestyle. You heard it on here first.
I don't even know if that was the very first freestyle because I said something about mobiles, but I know that was one of the beginning studio type stuffs.
Nice, man. That's crazy, man.
Told him it was corny.
I've got something for you, SIC'NIS.
Oh, here you go.
Right. So I'm on the radio, Grant Buddy P on the radio, Onni D on the radio. There was a time when SIC'NIS was on the radio, and I didn't even know until you know what I mean. Now, here's me wasting my time watching Good Morning Britain with what's her name? Susanna Reid and Piers Morgan. All that time I could have been checking out Morning SIC'NIS. Is that still on the air?
No, that was on New Star Radio. That was a 3-hour breakfast show that I used to do on New Star Radio. I used to also stream it, like live stream it via Facebook, Periscope, and all of them things. And it was pretty. It was pretty good. It's pretty neat. It was pretty neat. I had.
You look like you had a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, I did. I'm quite silly, so it was right up my alley. I'm always up early in the morning. I'm an early bird, and I'm early to rise and early to sleep. I think I blame that on my mum. But anyway,
right.
Yeah.
So SIC'NIS, how can we find this? Because I want to pull this and listen.
Oh well,
we want to listen to this.
There's loads of them. If you check out my Facebook, Know Me SIC'NIS, you'll find them all there. Like there were 3-hour shows. I would stream it live. It was a mix of black, everything that I'm passionate about. So black arts, black culture, black excellence. I would also bring in independent artists from around the world. I would interview people, entrepreneurs, businesses, and that kind of stuff, and just kind of like share my platform with people who I thought were doing great stuff.
Great. So everyone, if you want to find this, you need to check out SIC'NIS's Instagram, and you'll find all this information on there, her morning show, and you can check her out on there.
Brilliant. No, I'm no longer on the morning show. The morning show is not on air at the moment.
At the moment. So is there hopes for a comeback?
Well, we'll see.
It's a stay tuned. It's a
It's definitely a stay tuned. It's a to be continued. It is going to come back, but whether the platform is that, it's not going to be the same platform that it was on before.
Right.
So that's all I really want to say about it.
And SIC'NIS, can you just tell us your Instagram name?
My Instagram name is Team SIC. Yeah. Right. Team SIC on Instagram. My Twitter is SIC'NIS. That's SICNIS. Yeah, Facebook number SIC'NIS. If you put SIC''NIS into Google, all of my links there's only one SIC'NIS, guys. So
brilliant.
You know,
brilliant stuff.
I just love how the name broke down. I just love the creativity behind everything. Morning SIC'NIS, man. I mean, that's a wicked name to call a breakfast show, you know? It's true.
We can see that as positive sometimes, and sometimes not so positive. It means you've had a good night.
It was positive for the most part. It was positive all the time. Apart from my Grind My Gears section, I had a section called Grind My Gears, and in Grind My Gears, I would that was my little soapbox to rant. So I just rant about things that were happening. But for the most part, I didn't do gossip. I tried to stay away from gossip. I, for the most part, just promoted great representations of human beings, and it didn't have to just be black. I would say that, but obviously, that was the basis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was pretty dope.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, man. Let's hope, on the real. Let's hope that you get back on it, man. For real. We need more shows like that. You see what I'm saying? We can't do this alone, you know.
No.
Maybe I'll talk to my boss at Wargwarn Radio, or we rock the spot on 920 and see if I can.
See if there's a spec. Do you know that I hosted on Woo World Radio as well? That was even before.
Yeah.
That was even before my breakfast show on New Style. I had a 2-hour show on Woo Wednesdays on Woo World Radio, and that was called Euro Invasion. And that was more, I had a DJ with that one. With Breakfast with SIC'NIS, I didn't have a DJ.
Right.
So
okay.
So with Euro Invasion, I had a DJ. Shout out DJ Mega Stress from Birmingham. Mega Stress was my DJ. He would put together the playlist. He would play the music, and then I would find the artist to interview, etc., etc.
Man, we need that. I'm just wondering, how come I'm not on Woo World and I'm in the coalition? What's going on here? Disrespect, you know. Look for when I'm in the coalition and I can't get on Woo World. I have to speak to our peoples about that, man. What? You know what I mean?
I'll put a call in for you.
All right. You know, yeah, man. Obviously, you know what? I do want to talk about that part of it, man. But not before I talk about your latest project. Thing called the B-side.
The B-side.
Right? The B-side is out there right now, people. You can stream it anywhere you can stream music.
Yeah.
Right?
Everywhere you can stream music.
Everywhere you can.
Whatever platform. Even platforms I didn't even know about, it's got it, so.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Right. So, now the B-side, was that just like a B-side of tracks that didn't make it on some Lost Tapes business, or is it like more creativity behind that?
Yep, definitely on some B-side. Some B-side didn't make some Lost Tapes, more on the Lost Tapes kind of vibe.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, my EP, I've got another EP peeping through my window. That's what I was prepping to drop and roll out as COVID and the lockdown hit. So, yeah, I had to put a pause on that. I decided personally to put a pause on that, and I just gave you guys the B-side just to like kind of tide yous over, and it's more.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of a mix of everything. The way, because I've heard it, people, and the way I could describe this style. True say, at time of this recording, it is a Saturday. And you know, black people love soup on a Saturday. And
Sunday soup.
You know what I mean? Now that's
chicken soup, fish soup.
That's right.
Some hard food.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to the Hard Food Podcast for no reason. Yeah, man. That's how I could describe your style. There's a bit of everything in there.
Yeah, brilliant. I love that. You can't place me in a box. You can't. You know, I'm me. I'm not this person. I'm not trying to be that person. I am me. So yeah, and my style is very eclectic. I am inspired by a great range of artists from all genres, so it kind of all comes out when I'm when I'm creative.
One of them genres I clocked onto when I was reading up on you was rock. Care to elaborate on more on that on that side? Who inspired you as far as rock?
Well, who didn't think there was like a semi-rock chick, or you know, who didn't air guitar when they were growing up and stuff, you know? So I don't know. Maybe it was from Run DMC. Maybe it's there's loads of. I'm trying to think of. See, now I could tell you, but then I would have to kill you because that would mean I'm revealing my age, and I'm not trying to do that.
She wants to kill me. Put me up. You know what I mean? SIC'NIS wants to send for the Ghanaian peoples, man. They're dancing. I'm producer Spock. Look how producer Spock'Nis. You know what I mean? That's how he call himself now, Spock'Nis. It's not Spock anymore. It's Spock'Nis.
Spock'Nis.
He might check you out on the thing there.
That's a good one to go, Spock'Nis. That's a good one to go.
Thank you so much. I really like that.
SIC'NIS won't put me in our box, Lord Jesus. That's don't kill me.
We need SIC'NIS.
No, not too far, no.
But you know what, though? You know what? Kidding is what you do.
Yeah.
On stage.
Real talk.
Now, for my Wu-Tang heads out there, some of you are like thinking, this is what I tuned in to hear. You know what I mean? Because this is where the 2-3 year history comes in. First time I saw you, it might have been that same place, the O2 Institute. It might have been. Is it the Institute or the Academy? It was one of them. Can I get them mixed up? I think it was the Academy. Right. So here's me now. Hear what now? Here's me now. I saw Killer Priest. I saw Joe Young. And then my favorite artist of all time, favorite MC of all time comes out. The Ghostface Killah, the Iron Man himself.
Iron Man.
Right.
Ghost Dee
Now.
Tony Starks.
Tony Starks. Don't start me, you know. Do not start me. That's my dude, right? That's my
Go
dude.
on now.
Who's your favorite artist, Mike? Who's your favorite
Tony
artist?
Starks.
Ghostface Killah. Not Nas. No. Not Rakim. No. Not KRS-One. No. Not Jay-Z. No. Not Biggie. No. Not Pac. No. Ghostface Killah is my favorite artist. That's right. So this is a dream for a lot of people, right? Time comes up now. He wants to produce. He wants to perform "Protect Your Neck," but he wants two fans up on stage, right? To recite the lyrics and that. This is what I find out. You're one of them.
Wow.
You're one of them. Right. Now, take me back to that time. Was that the first time you got called up?
So when did you say that was like?
I believe it was either 2018 or 2017. I can't remember too well.
Definitely wasn't the first time. If it's like,
it was well. Anyhow,
that's not the first time that I've done that. We've got like.
To me, that's living a dream.
That's not the first time. What I'm trying to say is that's not the first time. Like,
okay.
I go to the venues with the crew and that. Like,
right.
It's okay. It happened once, completely organically. Yeah.
Right.
Got called up on the stage. This is not when you're talking about though. This is some years ago.
Okay, so tell us about the first time.
I think it was 2012 in Bristol. I went to. It was the whole of the Wu-Tang minus RZA and Meth. RZA and Meth were there.
I might remember that. I might remember that tour because I went to the London show and I remember RZA and Meth and maybe Inspector Deck wasn't there. I know there was 3 of them that didn't turn up anyway. But RZA and Meth was definitely there.
I think Deck was there. I can't remember off the top of my head right at the second. But yeah, so I was in the audience, but I'd already known them by this time. I'd already known them. So like when they come, they're like my family and stuff. So when they come, I'm just at the concerts anyway, regardless, like VIPs, AAAs and that.
Also, they called you, but they knew you already. Kind of knew you.
Like brag. Right. So I was going to the concert anyway because I'm on their guest list. I'm going as a guest of Wu-Tang.
Right.
But I'm only in the audience. I'm just in the audience. I went to take in the concert.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I'd seen them do that. So they'd called for 2 people on stage to do like ODB and Method Man's part.
Correct, yeah.
And so yeah, I put my hand up. I get brought on the stage and stuff. This is Manchester, actually. Sorry, Manchester, not Bristol, Manchester.
Right.
So I get called up on the stage, and so Protection X starts, and goes. Though Raekwon's like, "Do you know what you're doing?" Like,
oh
yes,
you sure know what you're doing.
He says, "Manchester, if she don't know Method Man's bars, y'all gotta boo the shit out of her."
But you knew your stuff.
Fam, everything went out of my brain. Everything went out of my brain. I tried going to Jizza, like, Jizza, what's the first bar? He was like, yeah. Oh my God. On the stage, and the concert is rammed. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm shaking. I'm like, oh my God. Then the beat starts, and they start spitting. And then as soon as it kicked into my brain.
When the beat came in, yeah.
So then Ghost hands me the mic, and I rip it up. The crowd go nuts, and something had happened personally in my life, yeah. So I was a bit like I wasn't feeling myself, yeah. And I just remember when he took back the bars, the mic, and he gave it to the other guys, and to do ODB's bars.
Yeah.
But I heard the guy say, "I don't know the words."
Ooh. That's what I love.
I don't know what happened. I don't know. All I just know is I saw myself snatching the mic out of his hand, and I spat ODB's bars. I killed it. Raekwon just hugged me like understand, like yo. It was like yo man, a female. It was a female. A female had to get up here and hold that shit down for the city. Y'all make some noise for the female. Oh my God.
Do you know I think what happened? The guy heard you and he thought she is sick. I've forgotten everything. I'm blank. Give her back the mic.
Oh my God.
I'm done.
Imagine, that's shame of a nation, shame of a nation. If you go with the clan and you don't know the words and you in front of people's like that.
It's crazy though, because he was a young guy. I didn't even know at the start. People had filmed it. Like this is, well, I suppose there was I don't even, it was possibly social media at that time, but people put it up on YouTube, like people from the audience had filmed it and they were like dissing the guy, and I went on an apology tour like I'm so sorry because he had commented like I'm only 15. I was like, I'm so sorry that don't leave him, like don't do this to him, he's only a boy.
You stuck up for him.
He's 15, man's 15. I mean,
but you know what, that stopped me from because of that. I haven't, like, I've done it with them with Ghostface, like so many times since then, but that one incident, I won't lie. Actually, I won't lie. I'm lying, because in Europe I snatched the mic a couple of times when you didn't know what you were doing. But for the most part, yeah.
You don't just snatch the mic though. You own the stage, and I've seen it happen, right? But I mean, I've seen it on YouTube where it was in Switzerland and it's in front of 200,000 people. That's mad. Yeah. But the time when I seen it personally, right? The time I seen it personally, and this is what I love. This is the sort of person Ghostface is, right? You now turn it up with the mic, Ghostface becomes your hype man. Yeah. Ghostface is like this. Everyone's like, oh, Ghostface.
Listen, I can't look at Ghostface when he's like, it's Ghostface Killah. Do you know who these? I cannot. If I look at him while I'm on stage, my brain goes, oh my God, just Ghostface Killah, and I start shaking. I can't look at him. That's why I just murder the crowd, because it's just like I can't even, because he's an absolute legend. He's a humble, amazing, like all that. I can't even stress enough, like how dope these guys are. Like, listen, I've come across people with nowhere near the amount of accomplishments and props and status that these guys have got, and they will just like they take the piss. But
Yeah.
these guys have, from the very first time I've met them, and they were like, yo, it was like, you are family. And literally, that's what I've never experienced anything less than that from any of the members of Wu-Tang. And I have to say that, I have to go on record and say that, yeah, they are some real brothers. That's the only part of them that I've experienced.
Wow.
That's all I know.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's all I know.
You live a dream that many guys, many fanboys would love to do.
But I still haven't even.
Imagine.
Still to this day, like it's crazy, and I know like the guy forgets his words on the stage. Like I just like, I don't. What do I talk about? Like what do I like? Even I'm saying in my mind.
Yeah.
Even though we speak blah blah blah, it's still like. This is like my favorite group of all time. It's not it's just anybody. Like it's not just anybody. Like this is my favorite. I had a Wu-Tang dance. You can ask my mother. I had a Wu-Tang dance. Anytime they come out with something, I'm Mom, Wu-Tang, and she will. I could put her on camera right now, and she'll do my Wu-Tang dance from back in the day.
Wu-Tang dance. I want to see. Please, can you show us? Can you show us this Wu-Tang dance?
She shows. Remember, she shows us. She'll have to kill us.
No, I don't want to end up there.
It'll be a sad day. Ready for your show done. Wargwarn Radio goes out of business.
No, man, I got a lot to. I will always give up. I will always give them props. I will always.
Wow.
They will always have my respect because, you know. I mean, just look, 200,000 people in Switzerland, like 200,000 people, and Ghost is there, jumping up, hyping up that like he is gassed, like he's gassed, like he's a fan of Wu-Tang, like watching. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like
because, like I say, I've seen
he damn near bosses off the stage, like he damn near.
I've seen people just on the mic, just da, 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 da. But you walk that way, you stamp your foot, you do everything.
Everyone on the stage is gone. It's you. It's your stage. I like that.
She owns it.
You know what? Ghost says one day, he says you gotta at least make your face look like you're saying some shit. Yeah, but I just bring that through by my whole essence. Like
he's the man.
Everything about me is saying some shit.
Real quick, SIC'NIS. They're your favorite group of all time.
Yeah.
Ghostface in particular, though. Which is your favorite Ghostface tune ever?
Oh, jeez.
If you could pick one, or I'll be fair to you, if you can have three.
I bet there's so much. I bet she loves so much of them. She can't pick out one.
And I know. Me have all his albums to date. Do all of them.
Jesus, no, do you know that's really, really hard because Ghostface is one consistent MF, you know. It's not like he drops an album where it's like meh, it's a bit meh. There's no meh from Ghostface, so it's hard. If you wanted me to give you three, like straight, I would say.
Or to make it easier for you, 3 albums because.
Okay, 3 albums. Supreme Clientele.
You know, listen, there you go.
Wizard of Poetry, Ghostini, Wizard of Poetry.
I'm glad you mentioned that one.
In fact,
I'm really glad you mentioned that one.
Supreme Clientele and Ghostini, Wizard of Poetry, they're tied for first position in my opinion.
Wow.
I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Favorite.
I'm so glad. The reason why, because I know there's some guys that don't really. We got R&B. I'm like,
nah,
Ghostface was R&B from all I got is you.
Like from the beginning.
Stop it!
They're all that, like the samples even that's utilized in his tunes, like Teddy Pendergrass and all this stuff. Like can't get away from that. So Supreme Clientele, Wizard of Poetry, and Ghostface Killah's actually what he dropped. The last one that he just dropped.
Ghostface Killah's?
Yeah.
The last one in.
Ill.
Wow.
That's ill, but also big fish, scale. I'm not gonna do it. I'll give you my favorite my top, and that's Wizard of Poetry and Supreme Clientele.
Wow.
There you
Wizard
go.
Poetry, Supreme Clientele.
There you go.
You would love, if you like hip hop, you should check out Wizard of Poetry. It's for the females, like no bitch talk, no, just
Wizard of Poetry. I love that. I love how he switched that up as well.
Yeah.
I think what happened was, to be fair with you, that came out the same year or like a month or so after Raekwon's Cuban Links 2. So everyone's set for Cuban Links 2. So Ghostface dropped that one like a few weeks later or whatever, and people are like, oh no, he's R&B. I'm like, shut up, man. You're dumb for us.
you're not like those people can't have, like, even on an R&B tune, his bars are like just like
Exactly, he kept it him.
he's a beast.
He kept it him.
Absolute savage. So yeah, I won't no Ghostface disrespect, no Wu-Tang disrespect or hate will ever be tolerated around me. Ever.
Yeah. They get boxed up. They get boxed up like the dude rapping in
Ever.
Texas. You know what I mean? Right, so you go from those sort of crowds, right? And now this brings me to this question. You know what I mean? Because we got to soon wrap this up, man. Which is I'm really enjoying this. Do you feel like your hometown crowd's kind of more difficult or hard to please? The reason why I say that is because I didn't just see you at the academy. I saw you opening up for Sunshine Anderson last year, E-Double-D's birthday.
Yeah.
Right. And I seen you performing, and it was a different type of crowd. It was a different setting and everything. And I don't know, did I detect a bit of awkwardness within you while you was?
Yeah, it did. It was like that performance. Yeah, you're right. Like, why are you bringing this up on air? Like, why is he trying to like do down a girl's swag and that? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I just me and the camera got a oneness going on. Me and the camera got a oneness.
Well, she's on a roll.
It's Mr. Spock'Nis' fault. Blame Mr. Spock'Nis. Okay. You are right, and also, that was my first performance in Birmingham for a good while. I have done every single performance known to man in Birmingham. I've headlined, I've flipping been support, I've been not on the bill but dead and mashed it up. Like, I've done everything. So I said all that to say that Birmingham's very difficult now. I don't think it was then when I first started out, because you think
it might have been like a generational thing?
Yes,
because like
I was trying not to say it, but that's what it was.
I believe it was.
Young ones are into like, is it the grime and all that sort of thing, and
I believe so. I think that's why it
now,
might be. Because like
it wasn't a younger crowd though. It wasn't a younger crowd. No, it wasn't a younger crowd at Sunshine Anderson.
No, it was definitely an older crowd.
And you know what? To be honest, come on now, I'm not a bad workman blames their tool. So what I will say is I chose the wrong set list. I'd misjudged the crowd that was going to be there.
Right.
So if I misjudged the crowd that was going to be there, and I didn't have my own personal DJ, which isn't a shout out because the DJ that was there was amazing. But you have your flow, don't you? You have your flow, and your pocket. My DJ knows when to do this and when to do that, and maybe to like let's go here, and So yeah. That's what it was. It was like it was an 8.5 out of 10 instead of a 100,000 out of 10. Yeah. Get that
SIC'NIS, the Queen of Badassery, man, on the RePPiN4U hip hop show, man. For real, man. You got any last shout outs?
I just wanted to say that, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for extending this opportunity to me. My EP, Peeping Through My Window, will be available sooner than you know. But in the meantime, you can download the B-side EP. Just download it. It's there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can't get it anywhere. You can't.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Stream it if you want to stream it. Just stream it. Whatever. That's the B-side. I wanna say big up Taya Fan Zion, big up Sugarcane Red Light Boogie, big up Imhotep and all the French Marseille crew. Big up No Name Studios in Amsterdam. Big up all my peoples in Brum. Yeah. And actually, there's this new youth, that's going on with things. So I just wanna. His name is Millions, M1LLIONZ. That's how he spells it. Check him out. He's dope.
We'll check him out. Millions.
Yeah.
Okay, Millions. We're coming for you.
It's been great having you on the show today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
It's been a brilliant show.
Let's close this out, man. We're gonna hit the people off with 2 tracks of your choosing from your catalogue. What they're gonna be, because we want you to choose them. It's RePPiN4U hip hop show. We want to rep for our guests. So what tunes are those gonna be?
I will give it you Grammatically, which is off Peeping Through My Window.
Yeah.
And I will give you I'll give you a little something.
Oh, is that eyes running? Yeah. All right. People, stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. Grand Body P, Worldwide DJ Coalition, the Onni D, SIC'NIS.
Hey,
we
guys.
got Spock'Nis in the house.
Spock'Nis in the house.
Spock'Nis in the house. Spock'Nis.
Hey, we're going to run off the tune there. Then come back. We got a special
request.
Special performance from the lady called SIC'NIS, the Queen of Badassery, man. Stay tuned.
It's like they were asking me, like, how did you even get to be like chilling with Wu-Tang and that? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I can't even really explain it, but I just always knew it was gonna happen, innit? It's like that.
I didn't have a strategy, set for carve my own lane, stay ahead. Breathe easy where there's hardly any traffic. See, mine where all the action is. Battling, suppressed emotion, self-reflection, unbeat remedies. Feel I've been peeling petals, trembling. When love me, not silence echoing. Wonder why I'm present then, in body only. Mentally, on a yacht, with the famine, Japan going. Got a hopscotch, the nuts, the breeze blow in. Life's but a journey, so each to their own end. Live it up. Sky the beginning, ain't no limit to this vision. Each breath a level up, so chambers turn my treble up. High, top's how I like it, I do right. Ray's got his nest here, we entwine. Ain't fucking with no, that kills vibe. So turn my treble up. I do right. We entwine, ain't fucking with no. Finally I refound my peace, refine the pieces within, sent a cease and desist to every negative influence. Will power turn up suddenly, stubborn and obstinate. To a point, loving my peoples makes me wealthy without none of backwards, that's another ever.
SIC'NIS.
Spock'Nis! No, don't do it to me. Oh my gosh, whole time Mr. Spock'Nis in the house, isn't it? APS Studios, Wild Radio. It's SIC'NIS. SIC'NIS. Yes. Bust down rhythms like I'm cruise bad. 60s on my hip, with couple clips back. Only 10% make it try, no we in there. Forever bitches and nookers get left with hitch here. Them so licky. Please control your man cause he keeps sniffing round my kitty. I am not your average stripping off how you see me. Still see me in a city, perplexing my itty bitties this. Ain't no love lighting, took my kindness for a weakness, so this is their punishment. Looking for the one I done told you that sick is it. Violated was now I roll with the flicky flick. Shimmy, yo, shimmy, yay, come on, give it to me. Kill them all with the spray, ain't no fucking with me. We can get it on any day, cause I'm back by the nigga, hey, yo, shimmy, yo, shimmy, yay, come on, give it to me. Sicky, kill them all with the spray. Yo, we can get it on any day, cause I'm back by the nigga, hey, yo.